If your YouTube opening doesn't immediately make the viewer think, oh, this is going to fix my problem, you've already lost them. And it's not because your video is not good. It's because your opening is outdated. When I first started my real estate YouTube channel, I could say, hi, I'm Karin. I'm a realtor with XYZ brokerage in Savannah, Georgia, and it worked just fine. Because in 2017, people had patience and there weren't 300 other realtors in my market competing with me. Everything kind of sounds the same. People want instant gratification and they don't want to sit through your spiel before you get to the good stuff. That version of YouTube is gone. They are scanning for usefulness, not personality. They are deciding almost instantly whether this video is worth their time, which means you have a new job. So let's look at what doesn't work anymore, but more importantly, what actually does. And for that, I need my good old iPad. Now we know that we need to disclose that we are real estate agents somewhere in the video, but back when I used to do it at the very beginning of the video, this is what happened. I got 43% of viewers are still watching at around the 30-second mark. And this video was only 4.5 minutes long to begin with. So to lose almost 50% of the audience in the first 30 seconds is a big problem. Now, if you're not used to looking at your analytics, when you go into the video, that blue vertical band is the first 30 seconds. So the right edge of that rectangle is where we are looking. How many people are still watching at that exact moment in time? If they made it that far, you can see that they generally made it almost all the way to the end. And there are some ups and downs, like here's a big bump right here, and then here's a little dip right here, but then here's a bump again right here. So it was what was happening during the video? What was I saying? What was on screen? Are they rewinding and watching parts over again? Are they fast forwarding? That's totally normal. But in general, if you can keep them watching past 30 seconds, you have a much greater chance of getting them to watch all the way to the end. But this is more of what we want. So look at the vertical band right here. Now we got 76% of people are still watching at 30 seconds, which is huge because this one was an 11.5-minute long video. When YouTube says, oh, they clicked on the video, you have a decent click-through rate. I would say anywhere from 3 to 6% is pretty typical for a real estate type channel. But if it's higher than that, amazing. If it's lower than 3%, we have a different problem. We're not getting the click in the first place. That's a whole separate video. In fact, I'll link a video up here. You should watch that after we're done here because that's a different problem with a different strategy. But now that you're in the video, are they sticking around for at least 30 seconds? And why does that make a difference? Because if they do, YouTube says, we got the click, and we got them to stick around. This must be really good content. We are getting feedback from the people watching that they like this video. I know, let's find more people like them. Let's go out and look for more people that have similar viewing habits so that we can say, well, Joanne liked this video. Maybe Diane would like it as well. Let's show it to Diane and see what happens. So from now on, we're not going to start with the topic. We're going to start with the problem. We're going to stick the knife in and twist it just a little bit. We're going to exacerbate the problem. We're going to talk about what are the consequences of not fixing this problem right now. Then we're going to imply what the fix is without actually revealing it. We don't want to give it all away in the first 30 seconds because now they think, thanks, I've just got everything I needed to know. There's no reason for me to watch your 7-minute long video. And it's not necessarily about having a big script. You can write your opening sequence, your opening hook, your first couple of paragraphs, word for word, and then the rest of the video, you could just have bullet points. So I really want to hook them in. I want to capture their attention, keep them watching. Then the rest of the video, I can just kind of ramble. Not ramble as in I have no point, but I have an outline rather than a word for word script. Making this change alone can completely change the performance of your videos, not just a single video, but your channel overall. Because if we start giving YouTube all of these signals that people like the video enough to click on it in the first place, and then they like it so much they stay till the end, YouTube says, ding, 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 we have a winner. Now, I told you before that if you're not getting the click in the first place, that's a completely different issue. So watch this video next because you got to learn how to get them to click before they can watch past the first 30 seconds, right? So catch you on that video next.